Too mad means I eat 2 meals a day. I also do not eat any animals or their products or highly processed foods while I'm at home. This is me 33 and a half months ago. I found Chef AJ and I used what she taught, and this is me today. Well, Christmas. And this is me now. And I just love her, and I just love her. Now, I just wanted to put on the video so that I could do, I don't know what it's called, but you answer questions about, there's 10 questions, and the first one is, what is the reason for your weight loss? Well, this time, the reason for my weight loss started 33 and a half months ago, and it started because of my health. I was on 5 different medications for high blood pressure and depression and my stomach and my bowels, and so anyway, I went to the specialist doctor for stomach and bowels and esophagus and stuff, and he said, try to lose 10 pounds, see if you notice any difference. So I came home and I did it, and yeah, I did. I noticed a difference, and this time, like, I'm 68 and a half now, but I've been dieting for 55 years, ever since puberty, and this is the only time that it's been from my health, and it worked. Yeah. If you've seen any of my other videos, you can see. You didn't see me sick in bed, nearly bed and homebound for 13 years, but you see how I can get around and what I can do now. Yeah. The second one is, what pitfalls have you come across that have made your weight loss unsuccessful? Well, I love you. Mommy loves her girl so much. I haven't come across any this time around, not in this 33 and a half months. It's all been downhill, no yo-yoing. I'm not hungry. I eat until I'm full twice a day, and blah blah blah. It's sustainable. I'll never go back to the SAD diet. SAD, which is standard American. All the meat and dairy products and crap that they're allowed to put in it, and okay, you can come back. And yeah, and it was just bad for me. It's just poison to me. What are your favorite meal ideas for weight loss? My meal ideas for weight loss is to batch cook. Batch cook all my sweet potatoes, batch cook my white potatoes, my carrots, my turnips, broccoli, cauliflower, all the starchy, whole starchy foods and non-starchy foods. I always have them cooked. That's my fast food. In the beginning, when I wasn't so much on the ball, I had to eat something different because it was quick, and my blood sugar was going down, and I needed something, and I was starving, or I thought I was starving. And yeah, so I had to eat something like, I don't know, Kraft dinner, or some kind of a sandwich, or pizza, or something fast. The worst things I could eat for spike my blood sugar up and then drop it down again. But it's quick, it's cheap. Anyway, yeah, so I need to batch cook, and I need to food prep. Sometimes I do up when I'm doing my brunch or supper, I'll do up a couple more bowlfuls at that time. It's making me very successful. What are your favorite exercises? Walking. Walking out in the nature, in the woods, or up and down the road, or down by the river, or doing my warm-up exercises here in the kitchen while I'm waiting for my food to get microwaved. And I do some on the bed here that I've been doing from day one, and someday I'm going to set up the camera and I'm going to show what I do and how many, and yeah, because I used to hate exercise, oh my goodness, but now I like it. Oh, working in the wood piles, how can I forget that? Working in the wood piles. I'm standing up, I'm moving around, I'm moving all my muscles up and down, lifting and tugging and throwing, and I like it. I realize everybody doesn't have a wood pile to work in. The Big Outdoors is my gym, my personal gym. And while I'm out there, I have a lot of time that I can talk to God. Yeah. How do you stay motivated? I stay motivated because of my health. I feel so healthy, mentally and physically. Yep, and I'm full. I'm not hungry and weak all the time like all the other diets the last 55 years. How do I celebrate my success? Well, it used to be, I used to eat things that were poison to my body. All the processed foods, and yeah. But so how do I celebrate my success now? Well, I guess it's by buying a new piece of clothes, a new smaller pair of jeans, or a new smaller top, or a smaller hoodie. Yeah. Have you got an overall goal? Well, my goal in the very beginning was to lose 10 pounds and to start to feel better. The more I started to lose, the more I felt better. So it keeps you going. So it's not like another addiction, but I know some people can, because then they get, I don't know, anorexia and over exercising and stuff like that. Yeah, but so I never dreamed that I could lose 100 pounds. Never dreamed it in my life. But when I started and I kept going, and I kept losing a pound a week for the whole first year, I lost 55 pounds. But then it slowed down, and then I had to take out nuts, and I had to take out olives. What else did I take out of my diet? Nuts and seeds and olives, I guess. That was it. And now I'm 97 pounds down, and I can just so excited for this next 3 pounds. Pretty sure I can do it by my 3-year mark, which is March 17. So, yeah, yeah, I wanted to get off the meds. That was my goal, get off of the meds, and that was my main goal at the time, yeah. I had no idea I could lose. Oh, here, I want to mention, I have a niece who had lost 100 pounds before I even started. And I thought to myself, well, I must be able to do it too. If other people can do it without surgery or pills or whatever, I must be able to do it too. So anyway, I just kept on until here I am. Yeah, and I'm loving living again. Getting outdoors and doing stuff and, like, yeah, working side by side with Rich again. I just love it. How do you follow any weight loss accounts on social media? And if so, which ones? Well, I follow a lot. I can't even begin to name them. I know my friend D Diets. She started the starch solution, and in 6 months she lost, I don't know now if it's 50 or 60 pounds. 50, I think. Sorry, D, if I'm wrong. And there's a lot that I just can't think right now. I can't think. I should have looked at these and wrote some down, but there's a lot. Too many to keep up with. I have a hard job trying to watch everybody's channels and keep up with everybody, but what advice would you give to any weight loss newbies? Well, I'm so loving this plan that I know different things work for different people, but I don't want to try to talk anybody into doing what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing is made me the healthiest I've been in my whole life. And yeah, and my plan is the starch solution, Dr. John McDougall, only I followed Chef AJ, and hers is the ultimate, secrets to the ultimate weight loss. And if I only went by Dr. McDougall, I wouldn't have lost what I have. I go by what Chef AJ does, and I don't eat salt, oil. Well, I do on my taters when we go out to eat, yes, but at home. No salt, oil, flour, alcohol, sugar, or caffeine. Seems pretty drastic, doesn't it? And it seems pretty boring, but it's nothing boring about it. If you go and look at my food videos, food prepping and batch cooking videos, there's nothing boring about it. And I can eat until I'm full twice a day. I love it. Love, love, love. Yeah, and I gave up the meat and the fish and the chicken and the dairy and all that stuff because you don't want to know what they're allowed to put in it. And yeah, so I have healed a numerous list of ailments. Like I haven't even mentioned before, I had a old age spot on both my thumbs. One came there, and this was about 15 years or more ago, and I said to the doctor, I said, "What is this?" She said, "Oh, don't worry, it's only an old age spot." So anyway, I had it, and it was there. And recently I looked at both of my thumbs and they're both gone. Just something like that has healed in me. I used to have, my left eyelid used to droop. It used to droop like it was way down like that. That doesn't happen to me anymore. That's just a couple of things that you wouldn't really think about, but my constipation is gone. My heartburn is gone. I used to get angioedema every second day. I would have, my thumb would swell up and feel like it was going to burst. It would burn and itch and hurt at the same time. Or this part of my thumb. Or the side of one of my feet. Or in the end, I was having 2 of them a day. Every couple of days, I'd have one on each hand, or one on a foot and one on a hand. One day I woke up and my whole face was numb. I couldn't feel it. I thought I had a stroke in the night. It was just the angioedema. So anyway, now that I don't take those medications, I was on heart medication, stomach medications, depression medication. I forget what the 5th one was. Something for my bowels. And it was 2 for my stomach, yeah. And I was still having pains. That's why I went to that specialist. Anyway, so, yeah, and I don't have those anymore. Well, years ago, 15, 20 years ago, it was the Nexium, the purple Nexium stomach pill. And I stopped taking that, and it stopped for a while. And then I was taking baby aspirin every night. And I stopped taking those. But then after a while, it came back again. And it wasn't until I stopped taking those medications and the processed food and the meat with all antibiotics and hormones and whatever they're allowed to put in it that it stopped completely. And it went away, so I don't have it anymore. So, and I don't have the racing heart in the night and my racing mind in the night. Even when I can't sleep, my mind isn't racing or my heart's not racing. I don't have restless legs anymore. I don't have fibro pain anymore. I don't have arthritis pain anymore. So I don't know what makes me still have insomnia, but it's not any of those. Anyway, so gee, got off on a tangent on that one, didn't I? What is a short-term goal that will help you get to your long-term goal? Short-term goal that will help you get to your long-term goal. I don't know, because this is a long-term thing with the eating and the movement. I just move when I can, and when I do, there's nothing planned. I don't give myself any time limit or anything, because then I set myself up to fail, and I'm not doing that. I didn't gain it all overnight. I'm not going to lose it all overnight. Yeah. I was about 130 something in the late 70s, and I went on, well, at the time, it was a bad time in my life. I was drinking too much, I was eating too much, I was smoking too much, working too much. Well, working too much because I took every hour I could so I wouldn't have to go home. And drinking to numb the pain and of the abuse at home. Well, that's another thing. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, so anyway, and so I went on this diet, and I went down to 118 pounds. But I was haggard looking. I didn't look good. And quiet. I wouldn't open my mouth unless somebody spoke to me. Anyway, that's because I was browbeat. But anyway, sorry, I'm not going to get into that. So, yeah. Anyway, it took me 35 years. I weighed 118 pounds when Richard met me. When we met in the summer of 82. And I started gaining, and I was starting to eat a lot of the processed foods and whatever, and pizza, ice cream, party mix, and still drinking a lot. I didn't give up drinking, well, I didn't really give it up in 91, I had one drink a night, and I got it at 9 o'clock at night because I knew it would make me want more. And if I drank at that time of night, then I wouldn't still be up to want more. Anyway, so I didn't stop drinking alcohol altogether until two and a half years ago. Yeah. And I'm glad I did. I feel much better. Because alcohol, one, made me want more, yes. And it made me also want to eat and more and different things. So, anyway, so I guess that's it for now. I got this from Face It, Tracy. And, yeah, she put my name here. So, I liked that. So that's my questions answered. I don't know what to call it. What does she call it? Oh, 10 questions about weight loss. Okay, that's what I'll put in my title. 10 questions about weight loss. Toodly-doo, everyone. Have a good evening. Oh, it's after 5. Time to put on the feed bag. Oh, forgot my 2 rings. Oh, my rings are looser again. Oh my goodness. These are my last 2 fingers. Well, I'll be able to put the purple one over on the first finger, but... oh my goodness. I am a blingin' tonight. My ears are sparkling. My fingers are sparkling. Mommy's engagement ring. 16 years I've been wearing that. Yeah, I probably told this little story before, but I'll tell it again. Richard and I been together. We got together in 1982. We married the first time in 93. We separated in 99. Divorced in 2000. Remained friends all that time. Did stuff for each other and helped each other out and whatever. And in 2005, late 2005 or early, no, January 2006, yeah. So we got an anniversary coming here, so take them off, they're glaring. Yeah, and he called me up one night. I was living here alone, and he called me up and he said, do you want to come and kidnap me? And I said, what? I said, why? Are you single again, or are you just going to play around? And he said, no, I'm single. So I went and I got him, and that was 2006. And here it is, 2021, and we got remarried in 2007, and here we are, still. Oh, so a story about the engagement ring. When he said, let's get married again, and or I did. Yeah, I said, if you're going to engage me, I said it has to be with Mummy's engagement ring, because I'm not taking it off. And he was laughing and everything, and so happy because he didn't have to buy another ring. He's so precious. I love him so much. He's so good to me, even when I'm sick and grouchy. Well, you guys see it on the video. Anyway, that's enough for now. Toodaloo. Here I am, the luckiest girl alive. Oh yeah, he's the luckiest man alive too. LOL. Woo-hoo.